oh boy, boys and girls and kids and people of all motherfucking ages. Here we are again with another fucking mind-blowing, spine-tingling, feel-good, laugh-hard, learning stuff episode of the Uncle fucking whatever the fuck you fucking call me. Kids, this is it. This is the episode right now. We're fucking in it. We're in it this deep, kids. Fucking dig in with your nails and fucking grip it. This is it. This is life. Life right is happening now, kids. It's all fucking stewing before us. This fucking cosmic storm of do's and don'ts and ifs and wills and maybes and buts. Kids, there's so many fucking butts out there. It's all you can smell some days. You walk out on the street and it's just butts aplenty, butts a-poppin' everywhere you look. It's fucking summertime, kids. And you know what that means. It means that the Earth travels around the sun in a weird elliptical orbit, giving us a sense of the seasons, kids. Imagine if it wasn't like that. Imagine if the Earth's traveling around the sun was a perfect circle. What would that look like, kids? What would that feel like? We don't know. You can't conceptualize some things, kids. Some things, kids, they're bigger than our minds, kids. They're fucking vast, unknowable concepts. They fucking reach into your chest and take a hold of your heart, and they fucking drag you through life, and they drag you through the fucking streets, kids. That's existence, kids, and that's what that's kids, I'm your good pal. I'm your good pal, Uncle fucking nuts. And I want you kids to take a look up at the big board and see what we're talking about today. The world's full of noise, kids. The little dog's barking outside my studio today. They're going meow, 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 meow. But that's not what we're talking about, kids. Today, kids, we're talking about being and nothingness, kids. We're talking about nothingness and being. Those are the two states, kids. Those are the two states of existence. That's the on or off. That's the binary polarity of either something is or something isn't. And that's just what happens. Kids, this is a very, very obviously a very, very fucking special episode today, and I want to tell you kids who's sponsoring this episode today, kids, cuz today we're brought to you by ketchup. Kids, get yourself a big old bottle of ketchup at the store, kids. All ketchups pooled their resources together, kids. This isn't. It doesn't matter what brand you get, kids. It's all the same. That's a secret. It all comes from Big Eddie's Ketchup Warehouse, the ketchup warehouse in the sky. It's not. It's not actually in the sky, kids. That's just what they call it. But yeah, fucking ketchup money, kids. That's what's paying for this little treatsy today, kids. We're brought to you. Oh man, we're brought to you by this big bag of Doritos. Oh, check it out, kids. It's my big bag of Doritos. I brought this from home, but it's one of our sponsors. This bag is one of our special sponsors, kids. That's why I can't share these Doritos with you. I know you look at me and you think to yourself, man, fucking Uncle fucking whatever sure has his shit together. He sure does seem to know what he's talking about. I sure wish he'd share some of those delicious motherfucking Doritos with the rest of us. But kids, these are my motherfucking Doritos, and if you want some of your own Doritos, you can go spend your own motherfucking money on Doritos, cause that's what a sponsorship is, kids. It's me telling you to go spend money on shit, and then that shit spends its money on me. That's the plan, kids. That's how sponsorship works. They figure if they pay me $1,000 to tell you to buy their stuff, and then you and all of your dumb little fucking friends go off and spend $20,000, then they spent $1,000 to make $20,000, and that's $19,000 in motherfucking profit. So save and pay, kids. Save and pay. The whole world just spins around. Capitalism is. Do we want to get into this quickly, kids? Do we want to just? Oh man, let's. What if I call old Beep Boop out here? Do you want to hear from Beep Boop? Beep Boop, my best friend. He's my best friend who's a talking robot. Oh, I'm sorry, kids. I guess I don't have access to Beep Boop today. I guess today is his fucking day off, which is weird because I always thought he was here when we fucking film and record this shit. But so it goes. So it goes, kids. You're a fucking nut and I hate your guts. We're gonna stab you in the face and kick you in the nuts. I guess I used nut and nuts twice in that line, kids. That's why I'm not a professional rapper, kids. That's not I'm a professional singing guy, because I keep rhyming words with similar words that I use in previous sentences. Nobody's gonna pay you for that shit, kids. Back to money, back to beingness and nothing, kids. What are we talking about today? We're talking about being alive. Are you alive, kids? Of course you are. Of course you are. Fucking feel that blood coursing in your veins, kids. You're not fucking dead. You exist. These fucking words I'm saying, they're going into your eardrums and they're rattling around, and your brain fucking translates the vibrations into sounds, and then the sounds get translated by your cognitive abilities into words and conceptualizations, and then we're having a motherfucking conversation. Well, it's not really a conversation, kids. It's mostly you shutting the fuck up for once in your fucking little ding-dong lives and listening to somebody else, because I know you kids don't really dig on that. Kids, I know that I know that you're only human, kids. We're all only human. It would be nice to think that maybe some non-humans are listening, but I don't believe that, kids. I mean, maybe your cats or your dogs are listening, but they don't understand, kids. And there's no aliens listening in, kids. I wish there was. But you're only human, kids, and we're all only human. And oh man, kids, humans are self-important little fuckwads, eh? But everybody is, kids. Everybody is. I look outside sometimes and you see a little bird. You see a little bird in the morning, kids, and it sits on a tree limb and it goes tweet tweet tweet, and you're like, oh, that's kind of nice. They talk about that in the Bible. They say that birds and shit talking are real nice. But kids, that bird is just talking to hear itself fucking talk. Like, when you really think about it, it's just a little creature standing in the highest place it can stand, fucking screaming its little fucking head off. And then fucking dogs do it. Dogs do that shit all the time, man. They'll fucking stand out in the backyard and fucking point their little faces up the sky and go all day fucking long, man. All fucking day long, man. There are some fucking dogs in my neighborhood, I swear to God, man. They don't never fucking shut up. And that's cool, you know? Like, here's the thing, kids. People are no motherfucking different. You want to think you're different. You want to think we're not all the fucking same. We want to think we're not just fucking animals. But we are. We are, kids. Everybody's just a fucking animal. And oh my God, man. Animals love making noise. That's a thing they do. Not all of them. I'm sure there's a few of you who just like shut the fuck up constantly, or maybe even have trouble fucking sharing your little voices with the world. You're shy, or maybe you just don't. Maybe there's something wrong with your voice. But that's not the point, kids. The point is I'm just saying. I'm saying it's not your fault that you fucking talk all day and you don't listen to nobody, because that's just the fucking way of the world, kids. Everything fucking talks and never fucking. Oh, you just gotta shut up and listen sometimes, kids. I shut up and listen at one point in my life, kids. That's why I'm standing in front of you, kids, because I got good life experience. I got good life experience, we call that. That's the real thing, kids. You don't buy that in the stores. You don't pick it out of a box, get it as a Christmas present, kids. You gotta go to the streets to get real fucking life street experience, to really get the flow, to get the feeling like you know what's going down, what's happening, what's fucking real in the kitchen, kids. And I'm Uncle fucking whatever the fuck, Jesus Christ in a clown. Jesus Christ in a clown, you cock motherfucking dumbass fucker. That's me, kids. That's Uncle whatever the fuck you call me. And what was my Jesus Christ, kids, I lost my fucking point. What am I let's look back up at the big board, kids. What does it say? What does it say today on the big board of learning shit and talking about stuff? And why you do that? I'm gonna have a drink of my coffee. Oh man, that coffee was brought to me by who are our sponsors today? Ketchup and Doritos. What kind of Doritos? Are those Cool Ranch Doritos? They better fucking be. Anyways, kids, what are we talking about today? We're talking about, up on the big board it says that we're talking about being and nothingness, kids. Everything is just, there's what you think and there's what exists, kids. And those two things aren't the fucking same. You have experiences and you learn things and you create a filter so that when you look at a thing, you understand what you're looking at. Let me try to, what's an example? What's an example I can give you? Like if I had a dumb little toy plastic dude and he was like he was Mr. fucking Smiley Fuck. Mr. fucking Smiley Fuck. I got a little toy called Mr. fucking Smiley Fuck, and he's from the Mr. fucking Smiley Fuck show where he has little adventures and shit like that. So when I show you my toy figure, when you look at him, you see Mr. Smiley Fuck Smiley, or whatever the fuck I said his fucking name was. You see him and you're like, oh yeah, I know, I've seen all those fucking crazy adventures he has, and like, oh, maybe he's got a little scar on one face, and you're like, oh yeah, that was from the fucking case of the briefcase full of fucking steamy assholes. And so I know how he got that scar on his face. That's exciting. That means this toy must be meant to represent Mr. fucking Smiley Fuck after he had the adventure of the briefcase of the fucking briefcase full of steaming assholes. So, but here's the thing, kids. I wanna take you out of that. I want to take you out of that. Now, now imagine something fucking crazy, kids. Imagine that you cracked out of an egg a full-grown human being, but you didn't know nothing. You didn't know nothing. You didn't know any words. You didn't know anything. You just fucking grew up in a white box your whole fucking life, and nobody ever taught you anything. You didn't really understand anything. Now, when I show you that same fucking toy, kids, it's not anything. He doesn't represent anything. If you don't know who Mr. Smiley Fuck Smiley is, or whatever the fuck his name is, Fuck Smiley Fuck, whatever the fuck this imaginary fucking cartoon character is. If you don't know what he is, then you don't know what the fucking toy is. Do you get what I'm fucking saying? Like, maybe you understand. Like, you'd be able to conceptualize it and say, like, oh, well, like, I guess that's a figurine of a little dude. Hey, it's a little dude. I wonder who that little dude is. And maybe you'd fucking invent your own mythology and your own story. And that's the whole fucking point, kids, is that we're living beings here. We're living beings here in the world, kids, and we can all create our own mythologies and our own stories, kids. We don't need religion. We don't need government. We don't need authority figures, kids. We don't need kings, and we don't need gods. We can, kids. At some point, somebody's gonna say, "Why don't you go to church? Why don't you go to church and get some good churchin', churchy? Get some churchin' in you, churchy." I think that's fucking bullshit, kids. You got everything you need, kids. You got everything you need right inside. Right inside you, kids. You got freedom and slavery to every conceptual notion. You can be a identity that's untethered from the meaning of the world as you go out to select your individual forms of rapture, or you can choose to just fucking do whatever the fuck what people fucking tell you to do and fucking think what people tell you to think. And you're just like fucking, I like thinking this way. I like thinking this way. And that's, kids, I'm getting the sign. I'm getting that special sign that it's that special time for all my special little motherfucking friends who are listening to me right now. You little fuckwads, shit for brains. Kids, today's very special episode was on being in nothingness, and it was brought to us by a big bowl of ketchup and a big bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. I'm gonna dip those Doritos. I'm gonna dip those Cool Ranch Doritos in this fucking bucket of ketchup, and that's how Uncle. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That's how Uncle fucking whatever the fuck likes to fucking do it, kids. I like dipping Doritos in big buckets of ketchup, and oh, kids. Thank you so much for sticking it out and for being my special little friends today. I'm your good pal. I'm your good pal, Uncle. Fucking whatever the fuck you call me. And I just think you kids are fucking great. Go have a great day, kids. Go have yourself a fucking cookie.